Oh, this is the Wimmera Football League report, and this is really, really on this weekend. And Scotty Stewart is with us to talk about it from the Warrack Herald. Hey, Scotty, how are you?
Yeah, g'day Wayne, how you going?
Real good. We heard a bit earlier from Coleman Shack about the Southern Mallee Giants and the demolition of the Warrack Eagles last week. I'll first have a look at that from your point of view. It probably wasn't pretty on your side of the fence, but the Giants are a good side, and they've beaten Minyip Murtoa earlier in the season, so we know that with the two Webster boys playing, they're very good. But your side in a rebuilding fashion, Mackenzie trying really hard with the young players like Stewart and Penny, but not really a lot to take out of this game, really.
No, the Giants, they turned up to play last week, and I think they wanted to warm up pretty quick because I reckon it was about 6 or 7 degrees when they first bounced the ball. But the players were all in the perfect position out there to run around and work up a bit of a sweat. And, yeah, they just showed it. The 9 goals are classy outfit there and, went on to completely dominate the game. The Eagles stuck to the task at the end and tried to reduce the scoring power of the Giants in the end. But, they'd set up that game pretty well after quarter time with that opening burst. There was some pretty good footy played there and they just showed their class and they just showed what we're about to preview what's going to happen this weekend.
Oh, fantastic. How good's Marnie? He's come back to the club after playing with the Giants back 3 or 4 years ago in Horsham District. His game was magnificent. And Landrican, he has been a revelation this year coming back from Charlton after a couple of seasons over there. Very, very good use of the footy by these guys.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Marnie was like the engine room in the middle there and... recruit, I think you mentioned, you just said there about Jack Landry, and I'm pretty sure that Cassidy Parish, he's come along with Jack. I think they're mates, and just going through that middle of the ground there, and the options, there's plenty of options. So good forwards, a solid defence, and the midfield brigade that can dominate the play and set up those forwards. But yeah, no, exactly right. It's Marnie. I don't know much about him when he was at the Giants originally, but when he was in the Horsham District League then, and he definitely a general through there and leading the charges with Coleman there.
Oh, certainly is, and co-coach and doing a great job, as we heard earlier on. Minyip Murtoa, 16-14, 110, doing a great job over Ararat, 4-8-32. The Rats dropping out of contention with that loss, and Minyip Murtoa showed why they're the top side on the competition.
Yeah, they keep on that going with that mid-season assault that's been calling it. They're just in red hot form, and whether they, take the foot off the pedal a little bit in the next few rounds, getting ready for the big final, who knows? But I would doubt that very much with the way Johnny Delahunty would be leading those boys. And again, we've spoken about this plenty of times, just their firepower up forward. And last week it was Kieran Delahunty who was providing that firepower, and Braden Nyson still hanging around. But the Talls, they would have proved, pretty much too big and too strong for Ararat, who, they would have battled pretty hard, but the Boroughs are definitely showing their class at the moment.
They're really good. Delahunty 5 and Fisher is kicking 3 there, and all the others a couple, and then McIntyre, Stone and Delahunty better players. It was Mills and Lindsay and Taylor for Ararat. Other matches saw the big performance here by the Stawell Warriors, 11-12-78 over Nhill, 4-10-34. It was up at Davis Park. It was a long road trip. So the boys at Nhill, good defensively in what was a pretty low-scoring affair.
Yeah, I'd say that was pretty workmanlike effort from Nhill on the home track there. They big long road trip for the Stawell lads, but they come away with what they needed to at the end of the day. But I think with the way Nhill went about their work, they would have been pretty happy. Although obviously a loss is no good. But I see with Stawell, Cody Driscoll, the leading goal kicker, missed last week, and I think we spoke about it last week. He only kicked 1 goal the week before. Haven't found out if there's an injury problem with him. We'll find out this weekend when the Warrack Eagles play Stawell. But if he's back in, well, it's big. But you can see there he was absent from the goal kicking list again, so he would add a few to that. But Stawell got the job done.
They did. Didn't play in the game against Nhill, but another Driscoll did on the other side of the ledger at Nhill, who booted 3. Schneider and Pritchard, the better players for Nhill, and Bark booted 3 for Stawell, and Eckel and Walker and Manton got into the job and got it done. And that were the 3 games played on the Saturday, but the game played on the Sunday was the match of the round at Coghlan Park, and the Saints 9-10-64 beat the old arch rival over there, the Horsham side 8-12-60, a 4-point thriller.
He was there, by the sounds of all reports. For one of the last in the last minutes of the game, the Saints were able to convert a chance, and they trailed for a fair bit of the day, but they come home in that last quarter and got the job done, which, yeah, you'd say a very important game for the Saints to get those 4 points. And then you look at Horsham on the side of the ledger; they could have really consolidated 5th place if they had got those 4 points. But unfortunately, just fell short at the end of the day. And the Saints, they just kept on going. I think that's nearly 5 wins on the trot now for the Saints. So they'll sit back this weekend for a well-earned rest. But they're going along nicely, aren't they?
Yeah, lovely job done by a couple of their players, particularly Lakin for Horsham and Blake. Also good Conboy up forward at the moment with 3, and Scott with 3. Richards, though, did the job, his Saints with 3, and Martin and Dees and Richards were the better players. They, late in the game, were able to secure a memorable victory for them, and it puts them into a very, very good place now in terms of playing finals football. Dimboola are going to front up because they've got some problems at the moment to Dimmy. This week, a win is almost essential. They've got to beat their old foe Nhill. They will do that at Dimboola, I think, comfortably, but at the same time, they've got to get this season back on track if they're to play finals footy.
Yeah, that's right. They snuck back in there after the Horsham suffered that narrow loss there last weekend. But they'll return from a bye. They'll be fresh, ready to regroup. And I agree with what you just said there. They'll prove too strong for Nhill on this occasion. But I think they're coming off a couple of losses in a row. So they'll be real keen to get back on the winners list there.
They certainly will be. And then your lads get Stawell in a really important match this time around for Stawell. They want to get top 3, and to get top 3 means you've got to win these games. And I think they should get the job done against your lads. Yeah,
definitely. They'll start a heavy favourite against the Eagles, who they're still battling with some numbers there. They keep putting the kids up. They blooded another young fella last weekend for his senior debut, which is a good effort from young Josiah Keane. So they keep doing it and keep blooding these kids, and it's all going to be good for them in the future. But they were probably going to find Stawell pretty slick down there at Central Park this weekend. They had a real battle with them in the corresponding round early in the season where I mentioned Cody Driscoll before. He played well up forward, but the coach Tommy Eckel, he really dominated last time they met. So the Eagles lads, they know exactly what's going to be in front of them, and they're wanting to put a bit of pressure through the middle on guys like Tommy, and so they don't push that ball forward. But Stawell, they'll start heavy favourite. As you said, they want top 3, and these are the games they've got to win, and they probably will get that done.
Certainly going to be tough. Horsham in a tough match for Ararat. This is it for Ararat. The season's on the line. They've got to win at Horsham City Oval, I think. Otherwise, I can't see them playing finals. Horsham, I think, can beat them.
Yeah, no, you're definitely right. You've hit the nail on the head. They've got to win to keep their season alive, and that might be a tough ask. It's going to be some fine weather going around in the Wimmera this weekend, and probably like everywhere else, it's going to be nice weather for footy. And I think the way the Horsham are going, despite they might have had that little setback last weekend when they had that narrow loss, but before that, the form's been top notch, and you'd think they'd be too strong for Ararat. They've continued to use Rona Conboy up forward, and that's just a good move from them. They need to kick a score, and he certainly provides that. So Rona up there, it's in the forward line. That'll prove a bit too strong for Ararat, I think.
And Murtoa play the Southern Mallee Giants, and this one I've kept till last at Murtoa. This will be an absolute beauty. Last time the two sides met, the Southern Mallee Giants upset Murtoa in a thriller. Well, will we see another thrilling game? And who's going to win? Murtoa starts very slight favourite.
You talk about this game for a while. I reckon Wayne, we should have our own segment on this one. he just mentioned there about the corresponding game earlier in the season when the Giants grabbed that 1 point win. I think they were nearly 4 goals down at 3/4 time and come storming home and got that 1 point win. And who knows, this could be another repeat of that this weekend. And which way it goes, yeah, anybody's guess. I agree with you. What you say there, Minyip, Murtoa, they deserve the right to start a slight favourite. But this is going to be a cracker, I think. I think it's over. He played over at Murtoa there, and who knows? It could be a prelude to what's going to happen later on in the year. But you just think of, and we know, everyone in the league knows, but Warrack Eagles especially over the last couple of weeks, because they've played them for the 2 times now, and you just think of the battles that are going to happen right through the ground. But both midfields are strong, both forward lines are strong, both defences are strong. So on the day, who knows what's going to happen? But I will lean the way you just said there. I think it might be just Murtoa in another cliffhanger, I reckon.
Oh yes, and I guess the Giants too. I mean, they've had their big win over the Eagles, but they did come off that bye. Just maybe that heavy schedule of practice. It could be that through the winter months, it's good to have that little bit of a break period and freshen up. And they know that they've got the 2 Websters up forward. That is the key. Denham 2 kicking goals. I just got a feeling though, I'm going to go with Murtoa to win in this match. It'll be a beauty. It's going to be a great weekend of football, as you said, great weather, and right across the Wimmera. Looking forward for the crops growing and everyone pretty happy out at the football. And we're looking forward to your comments next week from the Warrack Herald. Scotty, good to have you on board.
Yeah, no worries. Good on you, Wayne.